What is happening, y'all? Cowboy here. Welcome back. So, as a reminder, we're ready to continue on with the Cathedral. We just wrapped up the memories, which was from the secret spot over there. To give y'all a sense of where we're at, we're up to level 51. And one of the things I didn't touch on last episode is with Queenslayer, you'll notice that we now have Mind up at B and Willpower at C. What's great about this is it's going to allow you to work some spells into your build. So every time we were fighting those roly-polies that were weak to magic, well, now we can use some magic. So just nice, makes the class a little bit more balanced. But anyway, we're going to go up the ladder first. Another thing I want to touch on, the last episode I didn't notice until after the fact, but I actually had a separate game that was running in the background. I don't think it impacted the recording at all, but if there were any like odd frame drops, that would have been why. So we're gonna kill that fatty, that Goldie, and then go up the ladder for a Nagimukuro. There's a big gal up there that's gonna drop down. Just gonna get in position, let her drop. Come on now. Good girl. And what's nice about the barrage spells is they're really quick. So as you saw right there, I was able to throw that out for a pretty hefty chunk of damage. And immediately follow up with an attack. Just really, really solid spells for melee playstyle. We're gonna actually be sticking with Queenslayer pretty much the rest of this. So we're gonna go back down and this. We're gonna go down first. Now we have an invasion coming up. No questions asked, this is the hardest invasion in the game up until this point, so if you're really struggling, get ready to pop a Vivifier as soon as you grab your shit. But you're going to want to run in here, grab a Pure Blood. And I actually like using this doorway. This just gives me a way to essentially choke point everything. Choke points are your best friend when it comes to invasions. She died up in midair. Get some health up here.
Bring it any time.
Praise the choke points. Do I? Nope, I don't. I feel like I should have had some more regen activation factors, but apparently I was mistaken. Anyway, so we got all that. Now we're going to run on back, and this time we are going to go up.
Be careful from here on.
Yeah, thanks, Yakumo. I got it. Here should be a Goldie waiting for us. There she is.
How's this?
Right. Then we're gonna take the ladder down. Just make sure some. Yep. Okay. Take the ladder down to the Green Lantern room. Right, and this is one of our, there's going to be a couple lantern rooms, so this one's Green Lantern room. But anyway, from the Green Lantern room, we're going to go up for a double Goldie battle, as well as access to the shadi key.
Oh, that's...
So kill them,
Always look forward to this.
get the key.
Oh, that's a nice thing to have around.
Can't wait. After this zone, we can replace Yakumo, and I like Yakumo, but man, it gets tiring hearing Yakumo say the most obvious shit over and over. Anyway, we're gonna continue down, and we're gonna have a switch that we'll be able to hit in a second.
Head up, eyes open.
Right, and then we're going to head into the central columns. This is the Blue Lantern room. Now, real fast, I want to touch on this. This room right here is actually where you go to get like towards the boss, but there's another key we need before we can even open that. But just keep in mind kind of where this room is at and how you got here. We're going to touch on that a little bit later as well. Okay, so we're going to head down and continue until we have a big room. Fill that through the hallway. Through here. This is the room we want. First, we're going to go into the central column here. We buff up. Quite a few baddies in this next area.
That's all.
Alright, and now line on up and drop down.
That's a real gem.
Again, the Isis Vestige E. Now we're going to backtrack to where we were. When I said we were going to go in that center column, this is where you could have gone center of the center column, so you would have just come into here, seen that. If you go this way, it's a dead end. Well, we got the monkey, so we'll grab this real fast.
You pick up something we can use?
So now we're going to backtrack up.
Don't run too far ahead.
Continue on to here. That way. Not that way. Alright, let's see. Next room has a goalie backtrack to where you were, but continue on to pass. And then we want to go up. Wrote up ladder, but I think I meant to write up the stairs. That's all. Don't tell me I just got myself lost. Oh, yep, okay. Right. So kill this thing. Climb up the ladder and go right for Queen Steel, then back up and up the middle, follow up, drop down, but go left. Oh, hang on a second. Never mind. This explains why. Yeah, my notes got out of order here. The ladder, go right for Queen Steel, then back up and go to the middle. So I know we go over this way. We drop down, and then our missile is over there. There's a path we didn't take yet that has loot. So instead of this, we want to go this way first. The tomato Odin sandwich. Then up the ladder, and then go right for Queen Steel, then back up and go middle, follow around. Drop down, but go left this time. I don't know what that's referring to. Doesn't seem to make sense for where we're at. Let's check here. So we came through here. We grabbed that. Oh, never mind. Climb up the ladder and go right for the queen steel. Yeah, the queen steel that we grabbed by the monkey. Then back up, follow the path around, continue onward, and at the next room, take a left for a tomato sandwich, which we did. Yeah, we come here, we cut to the left, we get the tomato sandwich, and then we go up. And then we go this way, we kill the purple, and then we go this way, and we drop. Alright, and we're going to head on up. This will take us to the main missile for this area, and this is another area that has a
Safe for now,
wing door right there. We're going to be doing that later. We're going to continue onward. I mean, actually, I'm going to space some shit out. Onward. It's easier to read this stuff. Alright, so we're going to continue this way, go up the ladder. Some steel that we can grab here.
You have to take
Then we'll kick this ladder down. We're going to want to use that a little bit later. Continue this way and pop this open with the shadi key that we had gotten earlier. Got 2 goldies in here. Going over there. Very slowly coming on over. They're dead. We will roll on down, kill the monkey, and then drop on down again. Should be an awake. Here we go. And over here for a missile monster. Right, and then break these to get your ISIS Part A.
Think about it, do we?
Right, and then we want to continue down this path. Have a rotten missile. Drop down the ladder.
Let's head on down.
This will lead us to the Hornet key. So this is the very start of the zone, that initial chest that we passed.
I always look forward to this. I think we can put that to good use.
Alright, so now that we got that, warp down, go here. And we are going to teleport to Inner Tower. Now we're going to be doing a quick path to get us through this, so... let me just move notes. Alright, so we're going to take this path forward to the ladder. This. I'm going to drop down at this ladder that we kicked earlier. Hang to the right. And we will drop down again. Then we will go around to the green room. Let's see, hang, drop down, reach green room, and then we will take 2 drop downs. And then we're going to go this way
Moving out.
and to the right. And here is our door. I know that seems simple, but yeah, the amount of like tracing and backtracking just to make sure we got the navigating this place right. I hate this place. I hate it so much.
Good. We're almost
anyway, so we're gonna go this way, and then here is the final missile of the zone. Now, if you've been following along with this series, you've already done the memory. If you haven't, I highly suggest you go do the memory now, because it's going to tie directly into a cutscene after this next boss. So, for the sake of continuity and story, you should do it. Run on up here, get a cutscene, and you'll receive the Isis Vestige Part D. And now talk to Leda. Now, you're going to have a couple vestiges you can restore. Now, the way the vestiges work, there's actually 3 main endings for the game and a variation of the third that's kind of bugged, but we'll discuss it when we get to that point. But for the good ending, which is what we're going for, this is the Dweller in the Dark trophy, you're going to want to restore the vestiges for every single successor. For the medium ending, you want to restore the vestiges of at least one successor. So basically restore the vestiges here, and then skip the other folks. For the bad ending, you don't want to restore any vestiges. So the game is going to take 3 full playthroughs to get your platinum. Obviously, I'd suggest doing everything first. In addition to that, if you restore all the vestiges prior to a successor, you get a specific blood code, whereas if you fail to restore the vestiges, you'll get a variant of the Queen blood code. So in the case of the upcoming boss, if I restore everything, I get Isis. If I don't, I gain access to the Queen's Ribcage. So after you've restored them all, so blank. Pop this. And it is boss time. Now, the successor of the Ribcage is essentially a mage boss. We're getting buffed up here. This is going to be a slaughter. You can use the pillars to avoid most of the shit. As you saw, she'll occasionally summon shit like that, but all of the other shit that she likes to do, you can avoid most of it, just kind of avoiding her. And all you really want to do for this fight is just kind of get underneath her, how I am right now, and then just swing away. That's it. Whether you're a mage or a melee build, this is the easiest way to smash this boss. As you can see, heavy charged attacks will mess her up. Use the pillars anytime you are approaching. Then we go into phase 2. Now, besides the teleport away stuff, phase 2 is definitely a bit more aggressive. We're gonna get up on this pillar. This is exactly why we're using Queen Slayer. Having access to quick mobility and everything else is making this fight that much easier. But otherwise, phase 2 is basically the same shit. I mean, as you can see, we're still able to do the same shit. We're gonna put up Final Journey again.
Bring it anytime.
And there you go. Successor of the Ribcage down. But yeah, I mean, this whole fight is pretty much just avoiding her shit, getting underneath her, and then doing fat damage. So after that, we get a cutscene. If you have done all the good stuff, we are now into this force scene that we can't skip.
We will divide the body of the queen into relics, which we will then seal into the successors. This will keep them separate and safe.
Are you insane? Just shove that devil into a blast furnace already.
All the successors have forced cutscenes that you can't skip.
Valentina. We've already attempted that.
But that doesn't mean...
Your compatibility means that you would have to stay in a crypt forever. Are you sure you're willing to do that?
Sorry if my character's walking like a drunk. I'm sitting here snacking on some stuff and grabbing a drink. Oh, mic's muted because you have to sit through these damn cutscenes.
If it means helping her, then I must.
So basic gist for those confused, When they kill the queen, they split up her body parts because otherwise the queen would fuse together. Different revenants each took on a part of the queen, and they're all sealed into these crypts and known as successors. And the idea is, as long as they do not go like berserk or crazy or anything, the queen is unable to be resurrected.
I will be at your side for now and always.
So more cutscenes, and this is kind of where the divergent stuff is. If you have picked up all of the stuff, all of the Isis vestiges, you'll be able to restore her memory, and this will basically keep her alive, but in the body of a giant doggo. And that is exactly the restoring of the memory there. That is exactly what it comes down to for your endings. Even if you pick up the stuff, as long as you don't restore the memory, you would get the Queen's Ribcage instead. But if you're trying to go for the good ending and following this guide, you should receive Isis here. Which, by the way, Isis is, if you're a spellcaster, boy, are you in luck, because Isis is beefy for a spellcaster. So anyway, from there, proceed through, pop this open, and then we're going to go down a bit here.
Finally, this way to the source. It's her. Looks like Louis was right. Hold on. I'm on my way.
You go on up, and it's Louis' sister. She's also a successor, and the one making all the blood beads. You can actually come down here.
That's a real
I want to
gem.
say it's after every successor to get a new pure blood. I'm not sure on the exact timing, but I do know
The
she
source needs
respawns the
continued
pure blood, and so
investigation.
you can
Let's
come and
save
keep
the
getting it.
successors first.
I don't think I've ever actually used one, because I always end up saving stuff. But it basically gives you Ichor and causes regeneration. You can have one at any given
Hold
time.
on.
So it's kind of like a divine blessing of this game, if you will. So anyway, from here you'll have another cutscene. If you're an aspiring content creator, I wouldn't bother putting it on YouTube because it'll get
Seem to
copyright
be
claimed for
interested
the
in
song.
you. Stay
So
sharp.
anyway, you
Quite
run
an
into
invitation.
Jack and Ava there.
You gonna take him up on it?
And then after that, you're basically done. So we have some side stuff, then a new depth in the next episode. Let's see, let's get to the next zone first. So we're going to go to the inner tower. From the inner tower, we're going to go to this door. And we're going to hit the warp.
All right, let's go find that successor.
And from here, just run a little bit, and then boom, you got your missile. All right, so from here we are going to head on back to base. In the next episode, we're going to touch on a bunch of side quests that have updated. In addition to that, we have depth we got to tackle, so we'll knock out the side quests as well as the depth in the next part. So anyway, stay tuned, and I will catch you all soon enough with more.